welcome to this, our last collective assembly for this academic year. And here I am in the garage getting things ready for the summer, hoping that there'll be lots of lovely weather for some gardening and for getting out and about. I wonder what your plans are. For some of you, there are some big changes ahead. Some of you will be changing school and moving on to somewhere quite different. Many of you will be starting a new class, a new teacher, maybe learning new subjects, maybe being with different children in your class. And I want to talk a little bit today about moving on. In the Bible, there is a story about a family who have to move on. The family is led by a man called Lot, and they're moving to a new place. And in that new place, they won't live quite so close to the people who helped them before. Lot was used to being very close to his uncle, Abraham. But now they were moving on and moving all of their family to a new place. And the instruction that God gave them as they moved was, don't look back. In other words, don't live in the past. Don't get yourself stuck in the way things were before. Because if you keep looking back, you will get stuck. And you'll never be able to enjoy the good things that are coming. Unfortunately, Lot's wife didn't take that advice. As they travelled, she had some regrets and she turned and looked back. And in the story, she's turned into a pillar of salt. It's like she's become a rock. She's got stuck in the past and not moved on. We don't want to be people like that. The past is good, full of good memories, full of the things that we've learned that help us, but we need to move on. On this mug, which was a present from one of my daughters to her sister on a day when she was moving on, there is a phrase by Albert Einstein. Now, if you're looking at this and you're using your Zoom or whatever you use to read what it says on the mug, you'll see it's written in French. It says, "La vie, c'est comme une bicyclette. Il faut avancer pour ne pas prendre l'équilibre." Let me say that for you in English. Life is like a bicycle. You must go forward to keep your balance. Riding a bicycle like this one is great. It's good for exercise, it's good fun. You have to be very careful and safe, especially if you're near a road. But if you want to keep on going forwards, you've got to keep moving. If you want to keep your balance, you've got to keep moving. If I were to try and get on that bicycle and lift my feet off the ground and put them on the pedals, but I didn't pedal and I didn't go forwards, what would happen? Yes, I'd fall straight off. Because if I took my feet off the ground and I didn't pedal and I didn't make the bike go forward, it wouldn't stay balanced. It's only balanced right now because it's standing on its bike stand. If I took that bike stand off, it would fall straight over. And yet somehow, as soon as I start this bike moving, as soon as I pedal it, it will go forwards and I'll be able to travel on. So here's the message. We mustn't look back and try and live in the past because we'll just get stuck like a piece of rock and we won't enjoy what's happening with us. But we mustn't take our feet off the pedals either. While enjoying the present is really important, we only enjoy the present if we keep on pedaling, if we keep going forward. So don't get yourself stuck. Don't just stop. Because if you just stop, you might turn into rock, you might get stuck in the mud, or your bike might fall over because you're not properly balanced. Keep going forward. Keep on pedaling. Keep on trying. Enjoy all that is coming and do your best with it. Don't stop trying. And don't ever forget that this day is the most important day ever. Because you can't go back. Yesterday is a memory and that's all. And tomorrow, well, tomorrow is always tomorrow. Today is the only day you've got. So make the best of it. Keep on pedaling and going forward in it. Enjoy your summer. Don't worry and don't panic about the future. Just pedal forward in it and enjoy it, and all will be well. Let's pray. God our Father, as you told Lot and his family to keep on looking forward and moving forward, not to look back, will you help us to do the same thing? Will you help us not to be scared of what's coming, but to go forward towards it with confidence, to keep on pedaling so that we don't lose our balance, but instead we're able to enjoy and succeed in what's coming. Help us to enjoy the summer. Take away any anxiety and help us to know that wherever we go, you are always with us, just as you were with Lot. Amen. In September, school will still be different. We'll still be having to social distance, although we don't know exactly what it will be like. That means that almost certainly in September we still won't be able to go and sit in the big school hall and share an assembly together, because that will just be too many people in one room. Until there's a vaccine, we can't have a big collective worship. So in September I will keep on making these films for you so that we can share in collective worship. I hope that I might be able to see some of you in your classrooms, but wherever we meet next, know that you are loved and prayed for. And I look forward to seeing you in the autumn. May God bless you all. Bye-bye.